For the teams to come out for the second half. Welcome back everybody to Germany versus Italy. 0-0 at half time. And well, just looking back at, well, would you believe it, the Welsh and the Portuguese already through to the quarterfinals. We're just waiting for the two teams to emerge, of course, from the tunnel. Well, what you thought? Well, I wonder what the thoughts were of the first half. Really, it wasn't the baddest of first halves I've seen. I've seen worse matches in the tournament so far, but at the moment we still wait the first goal. We're still waiting for the teams to obviously come out, but it's 0-0, of course, in this third quarter final. Of course, we've got one more game to come, and a bit of an announcement for all you viewers out there. In just over a month's time, we'll be back to the domestic matters. From the start of the championship, we have the community shield, and of course the start of the league season, and of course any Burnley game that's shown live on television, which I wouldn't be able to attend, whoever it's tickets or whatever. I will be able to bring full match commentary of any Burnley game, certainly away from home, that's been shown live on TV. We will, in England, we'll bring it to you. And if you want me to do delayed commentaries of the 3 o'clock games, please let me know, and we will certainly do that for you as well. But we're hoping to bring commentaries from the Premier League, a few from the Championship, and of course, not to mention the FA Cup, the third round onwards of the Carrier One Cup, and of course the Champions League and the Europa League, of course, as well, and also the end of season lottery, which of course is the Championship playoffs, of course, as well. So that's all to come in the next 12 months in the channel. So we are trying to grow the fan base very rapidly at the moment. We're still waiting for both teams to head out onto the field here for this third UEFA Euro 2016 quarter final between Italy and Germany. 0-0 at half time. Let's hope the second half lives up to all the billing. What do you think? How do you think, guys, how the first half went? Let me know in the comments on the right hand side. It's good to have you with us though, and we'd like to see a few new people, a few more women. So if you're listening out there, please see if you can get a few more of your female friends interested in my lovely, gorgeous commentating voice. And I'd like to give a few more female subscribers the opportunity of actually looking into the channel, because we want it to be for both male and female people as well, young and old, all that. No swearing. The teams are just about coming out for the second half, so we're about to get underway for the second half. If it's level, just to remind everybody, if it's level after 90 minutes, of course, we will and we will have extra time. If it's level after that, penalties. So let's see how things develop as we go into the second half. Italy about to kick off in the blue shirts, attacking the goal to my right, as Antonio Conte now walks out of the tunnel. And we've got, this is the fifth from final game, fifth from the fifth last game of this competition. We've got 4 more games after the night. The last 8 clash between France and Iceland tomorrow night, and then the 2 semi-finals, and then the final a week tomorrow at 8 o'clock in British time. So away we go then in the second half. Jack Potty's back, listening to you from Connecticut in the USA, and I hope it's nice where you are in the US. Be nice and hot down there. Hope you also enjoyed the old Copa America out there as well. From what I gathered, he did a great job in hosting the tournament as well. Although apparently it was the worst final ever described by TalkSport's Adrian Durham when he was summing up the game on his drive time show in the UK on Monday. Anyway, back with the game. No changes here. Florenzi tried to play it in towards Pella. Just the one change, of course, made by the Germans. That came That came halfway through the first half, in the 16th minute, in fact, when Sami Khedira had to go off with an injury, and on came Schweinsteiger, who took over the captaincy, of course, of Manuel Neuer, who originally came out onto the field as captain at the start of the first half, did the coin tosses and stuff, but as we look at the captaincy now to the proper captain, which is of course Schweinsteiger. Just to run through the two lineups, just in case you weren't with us at the start. Germany lineup with Neuer, Hector, Hummels, Boateng, and number 4 Aldenez. Two in the midfield. Well, they started with Khedira, and now Schweinsteiger's there. Alongside him is Toni Kroos, 21 Kimmich, and number 8 Ozil on the wings. And it's up front, it's Gomez and Müller. Ball back to Gigi Buffon. You're not missing anything as we play 2 minutes of the second half now. Germany lining up with Buffon in goal. Back three of Barzaghi, Bonucci and number 3 Chiellini. Juventus, as we just see the break on here for Italy, down the far side, ball played back again inside the penalty area. Good defending again by Mats Hummels of Bayern Munich. Good defending there, and the ball comes back to the other end and to Gigi Buffon. So the back three, of course, of Chiellini, Bonucci and of course Barzaghi. 5 in midfield tonight, and that's Florenzi, Sturaro, who's in for the injured was actually in for the injured De Rossi. Number 18 is Parolo. Number 23 is Gagarini, Materazzi's old shirt number, of course. Di Scalaccio is on the other flank, number 2, and then 2 up front, Pella and Adair. And there's Adair trying to link up with Pella on the edge of the German D, but to no avail. And the ball back towards halfway now, and the Italians looking to start another attack going as Di Scalaccio on the far side, faced by a couple of German defenders. Finds Pella. Pella tries to play that ball in. I think they do miss the industry in the work rate of Pirlo. I think Pirlo was a tremendous player for Italy. He could hit 70-yard passes in his sleep. Ball forward towards Gomez. Couldn't control it initially on the edge of the penalty box with his chest, but he's kept it going. He's found Hector, and Hector has found Toni Kroos, and he gets the cross in from the left-hand side. The ball comfortably chest back by Chiellini, who got the first goal, of course, against Spain on Monday tea time, straight to Buffon, but they've lost it straight away, mainly inside their own half. That's a dangerous thing for Italy to do, and it puts more strain on that back four. But once again, opportunity has passed the Germans by, and look at Pella now, trying to size his way through. Referee Casai's giving it against Aldenez, so a free kick it is to Italy. Did Aldenez get any of the ball? No, he didn't. And that's a certain free kick there. Pella was clearly taken out, so a free kick it is to the Italians on the far side, about 5 yards inside, almost on halfway in fact, so it's been taken quickly in fact, so there we go. Anyone who wants to comment on how this second half will go, Jackpot from all the way from Connecticut has commented so far in the second half. Good to have people it's good to have everyone from all over the place and all over the world. It's great when you're recognised the world over. It gives me a tear in my, it gives me a chill down my spine when I'm speaking to Canadians, Americans, Poles, all sorts of people, and of course Burnley supporters who have subscribed already through FIFA and 1 or 2 others. We'd like more subscribers. Also, I've got coming up, just to come off the subject, there's nothing going on significantly, just the Italians trying to belt from the back at the moment. But at the moment, if we can get to, I've got a little mission for you guys, the ones who are already subscribed. Tell your friends, recommend me to friends, and subscribe. If we can get to 200 subscribers by a week tomorrow night, after the trophy's paraded, if we get to 200 subscribers by then on this YouTube channel, I want you to send your questions in, and we'll do a live Q&A for 20 minutes sometime in a fortnight's time. We'll arrange dates and times near the time, but you must get me up to 200 subscribers plus for that to happen. So a little incentive there. Tell your friends, recommend me my channel to a friend, and really get there. Aggie, get some female friends, get them subscribing to my gravelly voice if you can, and we'll see what we can do. No. Back to the game. 6 minutes gone. Here's Boateng for Germany to Oudenez, and Oudenez plays that ball to Ozil. A little flick back, and he gets the ball back once again. And now Germany trying to break forward through Schweinsteiger through the middle. And good patient build up here by the Germans. Now Hector now on the near side tries to dink out across into the penalty area. Well defended again by Italy. There's about 7 or 8 Italians back, and they're doing some tremendous defending. And as the game becomes stretched as it goes along, I think the Germans will, the longer the Germans leave it without scoring, as that ball comes in towards the penalty box again, and good defending once more by Barzagli. Really good defending there by the number 15 for Italy. Remember, as a unit, they've not really conceded any goals at all. They've conceded 1 goal, and that was, of course, against the Republic to Robbie Brady, but there was a much changed Italy side then. Not that it mattered in the grand scheme of things. It's a throw to Germany, amazingly. I thought it was given to Italy, but the referee Casai has upset possibly the whole population of Italy with that decision. I have to say, I think the referee got it wrong. Here's Schweinsteiger now for Germany to Hummels. Hummels to Boateng, his defensive centre-back partner. And Germany trying to build patiently from the back. And at the moment they're looking for a way through, and they can't find a way. Now can Schweinsteiger pick the lock? No, he can't. Germany appeal for a free kick, not given. Cruz, I think, was the man who went down. And now the ball back to Buffon, under a little bit of pressure there from the likes of Gomez and Thomas Muller. But they played their way out of it, the Italians, and rather coolly, I have to say too. But then the ball's given away rather silly there by Florenzi now, and it could be problems here as Gomez breaks into the penalty area. Pull back, real chance here for Germany, and the shot goes wide. Would you believe it? From Thomas Muller. Well, that was the biggest chance of the night for Germany, and Thomas Muller fluffed it. It was a mistake by Florenzi initially. The Germans were pulling the Italians apart there, and it might have got a deflection there. It's a corner kick to Germany. We've played almost 10 minutes gone in the second half on this Saturday evening evening blockbuster here between 2 big heavyweights. Corner comes in towards the 6-yard box. It was scrambling around in that area, almost pinball machine stuff then. Boateng has a shot from over 40 yards, 35 yards, and he strikes it just over the bar. And a goal kick to Italy to great relief from all of the Italian population. With the left foot, well, I think it was rising all the time. I think Buffon was quite confident he had that covered. But Mario Gomez laying it on there. Thomas Muller usually buries nose in his sleep, and yes, it got a deflection off Florenzi. I think it was going wide anyway, but Florenzi wasn't to know, and I think he was trying to atone for his earlier mistake when he gave the ball away in that on the halfway inside his own half, which is not the largest thing to do against that German attack, I have to say. And Regan Dugan is listening on his flight to Los Angeles as well. Another American, I take it. Aggie says she will try and get more subscribers. I'm sure she wants to know a bit more about me, the man. Just to let you know, Aggie, I'm single. But it's no. Enough about my love life and about my personal life. It's about the game here tonight. We want to get to 200 subscribers, and you know, we'll do some Q&As maybe in a couple of weeks' time. But when we've got the end of the tournament, and it's all about transfer windows and something to pass the time with, isn't it? Anyway, back with the game now. A chance here for Italy inside the penalty area. Good defending there by Boateng, getting in there first inside the area and just hooking it out. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Germany 0, Italy 0. And the quarterfinals starting to come to the boil. It's a free kick to Germany. And referee Casai is booked. It's booked one of the Italians. It's Turaro now. He's furious with the decision. And is he one of those carrying a yellow card? There was certainly 5 of them going into the game carrying yellow cards. Was Storaro actually one of them? I can't remember offhand. No, he wasn't. So he's he's now having to walk a disciplinary tightrope. I'd be happy to see that free kick. You know, I think Victor Kassai has been a little bit favourable in his decision towards the Germans. I've got to say that. But Italy holding in there against this world champion side, who I think haven't had their usual bite. Yes, of course, they scored. They absolutely put the Slovakians to the sword, of course, in the last 16. But apart from that, they haven't really flattered the deceive. They were very, very fortunate to win their first match, of course, which we covered. And there's another player going down, and the referee, I don't like referees when they sprint about 50 yards like Usain Bolt, and now the referee's got his card out and he's going to start brandishing them now. He's becoming another bloody Slovakian referee. Well, Di Scalaccio won't be playing. It is a bad tackle, to be fair, but the referee now has got to start bloody... He's got to just take his time with the decisions. He can't really make... He's got to take his time. I think the referee's just been overzealous. So Matteo Di Scalaccio, he knows he can't get... He won't play in the semi-final whatever happens. But he can still take his team to the semi-finals. He's still got a job to do for his country in this quarter-final. And he's got to do a job now because it's a free kick to Germany, and it's Cruz and Ozil, the two men up behind this free kick. And Jackpot has just said, I've just shared a video on the Facebook page, so let's see if anyone bites. Well, if they do bite, we'll be asking for subscriptions, free to join, of course. If you're already a YouTube member or a Google member, as that ball played back in, you can subscribe for free to the YouTube channel. Just press the subscribe button, and you will become a member of the JB fan club for absolutely free. 0-0-0. And here's Ozil to Cruz. Can he get the ball in there? Aldinez was waiting inside the penalty area as the ball came in from the right hand side. Now Pelle up on his... Well, rather... Yeah, it was Pelle. Knocking it back there towards Sturaro. He's having not a bad game at the moment. On a booking, of course, there's another German player going down, and this is all getting a bit out of hand now. And another yellow card going to be brandished by Kassai here. Who's absolutely... who's incensing probably the most population of Italy. Now another yellow card I think has been brandished, so I think is it number 18 Polaro, is it? Well, I think he's a bit unlucky. I think he's gone to win the ball. He's unfortunately missed it, and he's caught and his follow through's caught Gomez's back. I think that's a very harsh decision if that is a yellow card, and which it is, has been confirmed. But Victor Kassai now is in danger of losing control of this football match, I'm afraid. Why do we have to put Hungarian and Slovakian referees? No disrespect to the countries they represent, but you should be getting the best English officials. You should be getting the best Spanish or Portuguese officials refereeing these football games. The best French officials. Why are we not seeing the best of those? Why do we have to see silly Hungarians? Why do we have to see Hungarian referees and Slovakian referees involved in these tournaments in the latter stages? We need the best of the creme de la creme, and I'm sorry, Victor Kassai is not the creme de la creme of referees. I think a refereeing of Mark Clattenburg or Martin Atkinson's stature would have done the job more than competently tonight, because they have big match experience. They've refereed big games in England and abroad for so many years. Clattenburg has just done the European Cup final, for heaven's sake. You know, it's just... I don't know where UEFA schedule these referees, but their refereeing has been tonight and the previous night as well in the Wales game have been nothing short of diabolical. Games stopping every 5 minutes, and I'm sure Gomez made a lot more of it. I know the foot skimmed his back, but that, I mean, be a man, get up and carry on, instead of staying down there for 5 seconds hoping that the referee will take action against the offender. I don't like that. That's gamesmanship in my book. 60 minutes gone, Germany 0, Italy 0, but the game, I'm afraid Victor Kassai is writing his name all over this match, I'm afraid. And this is why it's become, this is why it's 0-0, because he's not letting the game flow at any stage at all, because he's blown up every 5 seconds. And he has blown up for some really bad nothing offences in the first half, and now he's starting to run like Usain Bolt to brandish every yellow card under the sun. No bookings as I can get for Germany. The Italy are back have not yet made a substitute. So here's Hector now from the near side. Sends the cross in again. Good defending there by Bonucci. And he gets that ball forward, and a chance now for Italy to counter-attack with Gangarini. And he plays that back coolly into the path. And the ball forward was by Paolo, and he lost out, but Gangarini's kept it alive on the far side. Gangarini running at the penalty area, has got space for the cross. Eder's waiting as well, so too was Florenzi and Pella. It's nodded out by Jonas Hector, and it's a throw to Italy. Level with the edge of the German penalty area. We play 61 minutes in Bordeaux. 0-0. If there's no goals or it's level after extra time, there will be an extra string laid on for extra time, possibly penalties, all in one stream. Extra stream if it does go that far. Hopefully we won't get anywhere for it. Here's the throw into the penalty area. One there in the penalty box. And the ball came out, the shot coming in, and it's wide in the end from number 18, in fact, Powerol, and it's a goal kick. Paul Chen says, Hungarians, like other people, have self-esteem issues. He says, fragile eagles means lack of gravitas. Deca Reka, I think that's how you pronounce it, says hi. Good hi to you too. Good evening to you. Hope you're enjoying the game tonight. I'm sorry it's not the classic we were hoping it would be. It's not living up to the end-to-end game we saw last night between the Welsh and the Belgians, but still plenty of drama in it regardless. But I think Victor Kasai has not had his best game, and I don't think he should referee another match in the tournament again, in my book. And I am very, people know I'm very strict as it comes to officials. I think this linesman on the near side has been an absolute disgrace as well. But that was one decision he's got absolutely right. He's trying to stay on side there, Pell, and he's never going to stay on side for that. 63 minutes on the clock, 0-0, and we're coming up towards the halfway mark of the second half. Remember, if it ends a draw, a goalless draw or a scoring draw, we go to extra time, 15 minutes each way, and if it's still level, we will have a penalty shootout to decide who will be the third semi-finalists of this year's Euro 2016. Of course, the fourth quarter-final, the identity of the fourth semi-finals will be decided in Paris tomorrow between France, a partisan French crowd, a tough old test for the Iceland guys. They were up against a very partisan English crowd, and they came out on top in that one, so it won't phase them at all tomorrow night. Join us tomorrow night, of course, for the next chapter potentially of the Iceland fairy story. We've seen the Welsh fairy story last night. Now, could we see another fairy story developing in Iceland? I mean, it could easily be a Wales-Iceland final if the fairy tale was to pan out, but wishful thinking. Here's Gomez now on the near side. I'm sure Germany and Italy will have some designs on that. The ball played in, and a chance at a goal! Inside the 6-yard area is Mesut Ozil of Arsenal. We have a goal here in Bordeaux, and it's gone to the Germans predictably. Joachim Löw's side are in front after 65 minutes, and it's Mesut Ozil poaching inside the 6-yard box. Buffon diving away to his right, could do little or no chance about that one. Tough on the Italians, who have really defended fantastically well, but you can't deny the attacking attempts of the Germans. Now, was there a hint of offside as that ball was kicked away? Mistake really by the defender. But really, Gomez, did he keep the ball in play on the near side? Well, I can't tell from there, but wonderful play there, and well, it fell invitingly for Ozil. There was a slight nick off the defender as well from Hector's cross. It came off Bonucci. It was a cruel deflection into the path of Ozil, who finished it off superbly. He'll claim the goal because there was probably a slight deflection by an Italian player running in. It was possibly number 23 Gangarini was getting back, but I'm sure Mesut Ozil will claim it. First goal in the tournament, and Germany in the lead after 65 minutes. It means now the Italians, for so long the masters of the defence, have now got to open up an attack. A very, very disciplined, just as disciplined German line, I have to say. But Germany have been written off before the start of the tournament when the Italian press came out and said this was the worst Italian team in the history of the football out there. Well, they've proved a lot of doubters wrong, but now this game could be a bridge too far for them. I'm fearing right now. It looks as if the world champions could well prevail at the ninth time of asking. They've never won in tournament football before. Does yesterday count? Germany, well, good on them. Dekareka says great goal. I think it was well worked, but there was a couple of fortunate deflections. But maybe Germany have earned that luck. They've deserved the luck. But you feel so sympathy for the Italian defence, who to a man have defended superbly now. But now Pella and Eder really have to get into this game now in the next 24 minutes or so if they are going to rescue this situation. Maybe, well, we said at the start that we've had 8 games between these two in tournament football, and the Germans have never won one. Well, that could be about to end here as Schweinsteiger gets the ball about 25 yards from goal, lays it in. Ozil now, the goal scorer, plays it out to the far side. Aldenese back to Ozil again. He's absolutely brought this game to life with that goal. A cruel goal on Italy, who have defended so manfully and have given as good as they've got as well. But in the end, the bounce of the ball favoured the Germans, and you've got to feel some sympathy for Italy. Here is Hummels, the former Borussia Dortmund centre-back. He might wind up that right foot. I thought for a moment he might have done. And now Ozil now on the edge of the area, chips it into the penalty area, and a chance here, and Gomez was onside, and backfields it towards goal, and a brilliant save from virtually point-blank range by Gigi Buffon. Gomez was not offside, and what a remarkable piece of goalkeeping this was from Gigi Buffon. And Gomez was just onside as well. He tried to be too deliberate, I think, with the back heel. Alan Robson Kanu, that. But Gigi Buffon is a goalkeeper that's never ever fooled, and he proved just that then. Cornered only to Germany, played in there, but it's headed out. Good defending there by Sturaro. Boateng now lifts it into the area, and the ball headed back into the danger zone, and this time Italy can break out, but they've lost possession to Schweinsteiger. Well, it's Germany now really knocking on that door. If they get a second one, you fear for Italy. The winners, of course, play France and Iceland tomorrow night, and that will promise to be hopefully another classic. Mind you, I'll probably put the muckers on that as well. I have to say. But the Welsh game last night was an absolute thriller, man. It was just going back to that. It was I didn't really mention it at the time in commentary, but when you look back at the game as a whole, I watched a rerun of it, a highlights rerun of it. It was actually turned out to be the best game of the tournament, as Mesut Ozil tries to start another attack going, but he was well broken up there by Di Scalaccio. Now Houdinez has it, just on halfway. 1-0 to Germany. The goal from Mesut Ozil. After 65 minutes, halfway through the second half. Dekareka says, I feel bad for Italy. Paul Chen says Germany are playing possession football. So that's the view from everyone at the moment. In the comment section, keep commenting now. What do you think is going to happen in the next 20 minutes? Will Germany extend the lead, or will they hold on to a 1-0 win, or will Germany cave into Italy? Remember, Italy have the Indian sign over them on tournaments. 1-4 and drawn 4 out of the 8 previous meetings. Germany have yet to win one. Could tonight be the night that all changes for Germany as Pella knocks it on towards Di Scalaccio. Now an opportunity now for the Italians. He cuts in field. Oh, he tries to play in it there, and again, good organised defence by the Joachim Löw's men. To be fair, they've defended just as well as the Italians have. Mario Gomez is down on the ground. I'm not sure if he's got cramp or something there, but what an opportunity it was for him. there was maybe an internet ball, but even so, that should have been finished off. But Gigi Buffon, 38 years young, making one of the most extraordinary saves in the game so far. He has performed exceptionally well in this tournament, and I think he'll be rather unfortunate if he doesn't make the team of the tournament because of some of the saves he's made. To be fair to Manuel Neuer, I don't think he's had too many big saves to be called upon. Mario Gomez is going to be substituted, so he is going to be replaced. The German fans giving him a good ovation as he leaves the field. Italy yet to make a change, which is quite worrying. And Julian Draxler, who was so superb in that second round match against Slovakia the other night, comes on. He scored one of the goals, of course, in that 3-0 demolition jobs. He's his 24th cap tonight. He's only two goals, but he's a super player, Draxler, and I rate him. And as a watcher of German football as well as Italian football, I rate that guy very highly indeed. He's a very, very good player, and I think he will win a lot more than his 24 caps at the moment. He has, to his credit. I think he'll win well over 70-80 caps for the Germans. Maybe if he has a good career, he may get the three figures, and that's how much I rate him, because I think he's a superb player. Pella trying to flick the ball on, but it's too badly over it, and it's easy for Neuer to nonchalantly control it and pick the ball up. Under no great pressure, throws the ball out to the far side, and well, no, they have battled through the Germans, absolutely. Muller trying to keep that in play, and that will be a goal kick to Italy. Can't keep it in, and the ball boy is actually doing a good job for once, actually getting the ball system going and getting it right for once. We haven't, the organisation from the ball boys in the tournament, or the ball distributors in the tournament, up until now has been nothing short of an absolute disgrace, but now maybe for once it's been deployed in the correct and proper way. 18 minutes to play for stoppage time. Germany 1, Italy 0, sorry. And I'm trying to have a go on for Italy, and they haven't scored yet. Anyway, back to the game, and it's now or never. Bonucci now for Italy, looking to try and get themselves back into this game. 1-0 down. They have to throw men forward, but the Germans now have got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 back behind the ball, and the ball's on the left hand side. Can the cross come in? It's a low one. Perez now! Oh, that was a big chance for inside the area for Graziano Pella, the man from Southampton. He pulled in onto his left foot and just beat the near post of Neuer, and in the end Neuer wasn't needed to be tested, and frustrating moment there for Italy. But Jerome Boateng there, guilty of going to sleep, but in the end getting away with it. Good comeback from Italy. Paul Chen says Draxler is part of the future of German football. I couldn't agree with you more, Paul. Decker de Recker says he reckons it will go, or he'll go to extra time, or possibly 2-1 Germany. Well, if it was to go to extra time, I think both teams will be absolutely zonked out. I think it would go to penalties if Italy were to equalise. Of course, they've still got 15 minutes to go here, and Italy for it to go to extra time, of course, Decker de Recker, they have to score. Italy 1-0. They trail to a well-organised German machine at the moment. Still anyone's game for the taking. If can the Italians get that equaliser? Florenzi now on the near side has to knock the ball back. There's just no way through this German wall at the moment. It's frustrating for the Italians right now, and it is difficult. It is a little bit difficult, really, when you're looking at the moment. As Pella tries to play the ball over the top, and he can't find the furthest player, which was Ider, and it's gone through to Neuer in the German goal. 15 minutes to go then in this third quarter-final of the 2016 European Championships. Neuer kicks over the halfway line, and the first ball will be surely Chiellini's, and indeed it is. He knocks it on to Barazaghi, who gets the ball forward, and a chance here for Pella, but Boateng across and will yield the corner for Italy. And this is where they're going to make these opportunities count now in these last quarter of an hour now with the Italians. They're still very much in this game, don't forget. And an equalising goal here. They've got to come up with the spirit that Ashley Williams and co showed. As Insigne one of the substitutes there, trying to spot the ball on the quadrant, the near quadrant for Italy. Corner to be taken by Florenzi. Referee is happy enough now for the corner to be taken from the near side, right footed in towards the 6-yard area, and it's nodded out. Florenzi will get a second bite at the cherry. Tries to get it onto the left foot this time. Flicked on in the tiny area. The penalty on ball. Penalty! A penalty to Italy! A clear on ball in the penalty area! And Italy have a golden opportunity! And for once, the referee gets it spot on! A clear handball there by Boateng. Certainly a penalty in my opinion. And Italy have a glorious opportunity. Good spot from Victor Casai. And a penalty it is. And Italy have a chance now to equalise from the penalty spot. And how are your nerves now? It's going to be Leonardo Bonucci against Manuel Neuer from 12 yards. The referee just making it clear to Neuer. Oh, we'll be watching you. You dare move off the line. So Bonucci now right-footed from 12 yards and the right-hand goal. Buffon can't even look at all. 13 minutes to go. The referee blows the whistle. Bonucci casually strides up, takes a touch and scores in the corner. And Italy level. And look at the delight. The Italian substitutes on the field. That's what it means. And now with 13 minutes to play, it could well be extra time now. What a quarter final, and Boateng knows that was a silly mistake to make. But how cool was Bonucci here? He knew where he was going, and Neuer gas right, but the penalty was a perfect one. It was never going to be saved. Right in the corner, and Italy have reacted so superbly to going 1-0 down, and they're back in it. They're not going without a fight. You rest assured of that. Wild horses wouldn't drag them away from this tournament. 12 minutes to go. It's 1-1, and look at the delight on Conte's face and all the Italian supporters. This game is going all the way. Decker, I reckon, says, what a penalty. Aggie says, nice. I think referring to the penalty, the taking of the penalty, that the referee was spot on for once. So, 1-1. So, direct the weary bodies back into this game. They knocked on the door a couple of times. Pella came close to equalising before then. But what a fantastic comeback by the Italians. And now, it could still be, it could well be odds on extra time. But I'm sincerely hoping that someone will come up with a winning goal, hopefully, in the next 10 minutes. And then my voice is hoarse enough. I don't know how I'm going to feel like for the France-Iceland game. These 4 quarter-finals in 4 days, they're taking it out on me, taking it out on this very weary commentator, let me tell you. We got a couple of days break before the semi-finals on Wednesday, the first of which you'll be able to hear, both of which you'll be able to hear with us on the JB Claret channel. First one is Wales against Portugal, and then obviously the second semi-final on Thursday. We don't know who the oppositions of who's going to be against who, but at the moment we're nowhere near a decision here in Bordeaux tonight because it's 1-1. But Germany took the lead, but Italy have fought back with a penalty. And it's 1-1 as Boateng plays that ball in towards the far side. And in the end, Hector lost his footing. And look at Florenzi now making a good burst forward. Adair now in the penalty area. Adair! Pella shoots! Oh, it got a deflection. It's a corner. Just whistled past the far post. And now the Italians waving their green, white and red flags aloft now. Because now the team with the wind in their sails, and that might have been going in as well. Pella knows that was a great chance, but Italy have still got an opportunity. 80 minutes gone. Coming up towards the end of the 81, coming up towards 81 minutes played. Germany 1, Italy 1. 9 to go. The Italians hoping and praying with all their Peroni headwear on. Peroni, a very popular brand of Italian beer, of course. Corner to be taken by Florenzi from the far side. Whips it in. Headed away by Toni Kroos. And everyone was back in that penalty area for Germany. They were very, very aware. They didn't want to let another mistake pass them by. Italians have covered more kilometres, 102 kilometres, and Germany understandably have had more possession than Italy, but 57 to 43%. Now that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because I think it's a game where neither side, where both sides are really going out the hammer and tongs, and I'm not surprised he's at 1-1 at the moment. Here's Adair trying to control it on the edge of the area, but he can't do so. Tyre first touch there to control it, and he asked a lot of him to try and get it out of his feet out of the shot. Here's Ozil, who thought he was putting his side on the way to the semi-finals, but at the moment both teams not checking out of the fight just yet, and that's going to be a yellow card surely. No, Victor Castagne said no. Well, I've seen worse a challenge penalised with yellow cards. I think Kroos was very fortunate to avoid a yellow card there. It was a silly foul there on Sturaro. And at the moment, who's your money on now, folks? Well, we'll check the comments in about a couple of minutes' time when we get a break in play, because this is a game you just cannot simply take your eyes off. It's not been the first half wasn't the best there, but the second half, my goodness, has exploded into life. 2 goals in 12 minutes, 1 each. And still 8 minutes for one of these two teams to win it and end any possibility perhaps of extra time. Here's Chiellini for Italy. Midway inside the German half, played over towards the far side. Can Florenzi control it? He controlled it well with his chest. He's still in the penalty area, still trying to control it, and he overhead kicks it into the area. And now Pella just loses control, but still Italy have possession, but the ball played in by Chiellini wasn't a good one, and it's out of play on the near side level of the German penalty area, and it's a throw to Germany. Hector to take. Well, what a finish now. We're in for now climax to the game. Decker the record says your voice is definitely going. I'm having to lubricate myself to keep it going. The problem is that Paul Chen says that Germany put the ball in the air. They should have kept it in the ground. But 1-1 is the score, and the ball played forward, and that should be Florenzi's no problem at all, and does very well. Good defending there, and a goal kick it is to the Italians, and that will do. 6 minutes for stoppage time to go now. If it ends level, the voice will just have to keep going for another 30 minutes potentially, plus extra time, and then we'll just see a replay. Firstly, Ozil's goal, and then that cool penalty by Bonucci right into the corner. No chance for Neuer, diving away to his left hand side, and 1-1 is the score. So the next goal practically wins unless no one scores in that remaining time. Then we will have extra time, and to be quite honest with you, it would be bad for me personally, because I would have that difficult voice. But having said all that, I dreamed of a penalty shootout coming one live the other night. I wouldn't mind another one tonight, but well, it's just a case whether the voice can stand up to it. I've taken a couple of zips of coffee, not up to the standard of what Aggie has at over in Canada, of course, but I'm sure I have what you call Nescafe or Maxwell House, and if it's tea bags, there's a very popular brand in England called PG Tips. A lot of chips used to advertise it back in the day. Any British listeners will know where I'm coming from with that one. There are players absolutely zonked out on the on the floor there. I did forget to run through the substitutes. Now, what we've got left now for Germany, they've made 2 changes, of course. They've only got 1 change to make. Darmian of Manchester United, in fact, is going to come on for number 8 for Florenzi, who's run himself into the ground. Covered 11 kilometres. Team average actually 10.43 kilometres, so there you go, a bit of statistics there for you. So as that change is being made, what we're going to do is run through the rest of what the substitutes are left. Now Germany have used 2 changes. They brought on Draxler and Schweinsteiger. These are what they've got left to play with. 1 substitute left: Mustafi, Schürrle, Podolski, Leno the goalkeeper, Emre Can, Julian Figo, Jonathan Tah, Mario Götze, of course, Andre Sane, and Barcelona's Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Italy have used their first substitutes, of course. Darmian is now on, number 4. The rest of the changes they could make, remember Conte's got 2 now: Ogbonna, Candeliva, Zaza, Immobile, Zerigu, Marchetti, the other goalkeeper, the third goalkeeper, De Rossi, who is amongst the substitutes, even though he's injured, Insigne, Beneschetti, and Stefan El-Sharawi as well, formerly of AC Milan. 3 minutes in fact now to go, and here is Mats Hummels, who's just joined Bayern Munich from Borussia Dortmund for next season, as they defend the Bundesliga title. Carlo Ancelotti is the new coach at Munich at the moment, the ball forward, and that will be Gigi Buffon's, no problem at all. And won't be dull with Ancelotti, that's for sure, at the Allianz Arena. But Bayern are the team to be shot at in the Bundesliga. Juventus are the team to be shot at in Serie A. AC Milan and Inter Milan, if reports are to be the lead, are getting new investment, and we need to see them return to the Milan clubs, I think, to Serie A at the top table, because they have been off the boil the last few years. Certainly AC Milan, it's a real shame really, because they are a fantastic club with a tremendous tradition. All those European Cups, they won 7 European Cups in that time. I enjoy watching them play. When they're on sun, they're the best team around. But here's a chance for Italy. They could still win it in the last 2 minutes here. Di Scaraccio now. Could they win it right at the end? Di Scaraccio with a shot! And it's not in. No, it's side netting. It didn't go in the near post. But it was a great effort there by the number 2. Di Scaraccio almost trying to do a Fabio Grosso in 2006. And it came within a whisker to giving Italy lift-off into the semi-finals. And a potential date with neither France or Iceland, but it's still 1-1 inside the last 90 seconds of normal time. Boateng to Mats Hummels, 1-1. Going up towards 70 seconds left, and then it will be down to the 4th official to add on any further stoppages at the end of the game. And I should also stress it will be a minimum whatever he gives, whether it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes or 5 minutes. It is a minimum. And then Victor Kassai will be at his discretion after that to see how longer he will want to add on. But at the moment, odds on it being extra time at the moment. Free kick, foul inside the centre circle. And if it is to go to extra time, the contingency plan is this, and Mats Hummels knows that's a bad challenge. That's a rueful smile by him, because that was a silly challenge on the dare. And that means he'll get the yellow card from Victor Kassai. And also, if Germany were to reach the semis, he will play no part in that match. Free kick to Italy. Bonucci will take it. Joachim Low patrolling his technical area, all dressed very casually with his V-neck sweater and jeans. Conte in more management attire with his suit and his tie on, with the Italian flags on the side of the tie, a black tie. We're into stoppage time now at the end of the second half. 3 added minutes, and if there's no scoring in that 3 minutes, then we will have extra time. Well, the plan will be, as on Thursday night, if it does go to extra time, we will put a new stream out for extra time and penalties if needed, as we did on Thursday. So this stream will end after the 90 minutes, but we will be back within the 2 minutes in time for the start of extra time. I will take a quick couple of minutes to rest the voice, if that's possible. When it almost wasn't necessary in the end, because there was an opportunity inside the penalty area for Drexler, and he almost got there. Good crossing from the right-hand side as well, left-hand side, right-hand side as well. Here's Hector on the left. Plays it in field now to Cruz. Lifts it in there. Ozil can't flick it on. And Italy crowded out. Played 1 minute of the 3. 1-1. And we're in for... We've had a real cracking second half there. We can't complain about the entertainment, folks. That's for sure. Now Ozil has it now. Hector in a bit of space down the left-hand side. Gets the crossing from the near side. A low cross, but it's turned away by number 15, Barazaghi. Tremendous defending there by him. But now Hummels from the throw. Hummels. More or less every Italian back behind the ball. Boateng lifts the ball in there, and once again Ozil free, the goal scorer, lifts the ball in towards that penalty area again. Good defending there by Bonucci. Schweinsteiger was gambling at the far post, still alive for Germany. Chiellini with a header out, and still not away yet, and now it is. We've now played 2 of the 3 minutes. 1 minute of stoppage time to go. Remember, it's a minimum of 3, don't forget. It's still within Victor Kassai's discretion to play any further stoppages should he desire to do so, but I think there'll be 3 minutes and no more, really. To be fair, this was the opportunity we fought there for Schweinsteiger, and what about that for a good piece of defending there by Chiellini, using all his experience to dramatic effect. 30 seconds of stoppage time to go, and I think, folks, we'll be using that third and final stream, I think, for extra time, because I don't think there's going to be any further scoring now, I wouldn't have thought, as Audinez gets that forward towards halfway and touched back by Muller. That will be a free kick to Germany, and I think that might just be that. 10 seconds to go. They get on with it quickly. Here's Ozil over the halfway line. Will we have time for this attack? I think Mr. Kassai will surely allow it, and no, he won't allow it. We've played the 3 minutes dead. Played 1 second over the 3 minutes, in fact. So we are going to extra time, guys. And there will be a new stream coming up. We're going to take 2 minutes break, but let's recap. Let's see what's going on. Porchen, is Darmian fast? I'm not so sure. I don't know. But what I will say is retune, because a new stream is going to come on for extra time. These streams only last an hour at a time, so we've got to carry on with a new stream for extra time. We're going to take a 2 minute break, but but before we do, let's recap what happened as the teams take a little bit of refreshment. What happened was, in the 65th minute, Ozil swept Germany in front from 6 yards with a tremendous ball after a great ball in by number 3. Hector, who's had a very good game down the left-hand side, I've got to say. And then a penalty 12 minutes later after a silly handball in the penalty area by Boateng. And Bonucci, the coolest man with his right foot, found the right-hand corner. And it's 1-1 at half-time, 1-1 at full-time. I'm going to give my voice a little bit of lubrication for 2 minutes. Be sure to join you in 2 minutes' time for a new stream as we bring you extra time in a couple of minutes' time. See you for extra time.